Hey guys, avsongbird here. Sorry. This is my 15th weight loss vlog since I started the countdown to Christmas. We're a week away from Christmas. And a couple of things happened this week. I had to knock down my Fitbit steps because those of you who are following my Twitter and are active on my Twitter, you guys know what happened this week. I murdered my treadmill. Hear me out. You can murder a treadmill. Hear me out. I've had my treadmill for about 4 years now. It's a Weslow Cadence 5.9. I love my treadmill, but I've had it for like 4 years now, and I told you guys I like to walk, right? Apparently I like it more than I thought. My husband went online and Googled it and found out how to, go through the buttons while it's off, while it's dead, to figure out how many miles you put on the motor. Over the past 4 years, I've put over 11,000 miles on my treadmill motor. Let that sink in a minute. My husband looked at it and he looked at me and he goes, "Are you aware you walk this much?" And I looked at it and I told him, "Kind of wishing you bought me the Fitbit 4 years ago. I could have, I could have had all kinds of badges by now. 11,000 miles. Damn." But yeah, I put 11,000 miles on my treadmill. I murdered it. So my treadmill's dead. My husband's treadmill is fine. And he goes, "You can use it to do your goal steps a day." So I ramp down my steps every day because I don't want to run his treadmill into the ground. But he's looking into buying a new motor for my treadmill because that'll be cheaper than buying a new treadmill. So we're looking at getting a new motor for my treadmill that I murdered. I was talking about it on Twitter with my friends when it actually happened. I told them, yeah, it's like 8:30 at night. My treadmill's dead. And, I could picture my neighbors and me walking out back, digging a hole in the backyard just to see what the neighbors would do. I could see cops showing up on my doorstep. But, yeah, I murdered my treadmill. So I'm pulling out my Tybo that I tried last weekend. And oh my God. My legs were sore in places. My legs were sore as shit. That I love the original Tybo workout. I really do. Because it's only a half hour long. You don't have to have any stretchy bands. You don't have to have anything special. It's punches and kicks. And it's only a half hour. And, the good thing is I used it when I was younger to work out. And it's like I told my husband, it doesn't get old the more you use it, because the more in shape I get with it, the harder I can push myself with it without hurting myself, and the more I sweat. So it's one of those, you ramp it up as you go along and it keeps working. Well, for me anyway. So I'm going to be doing more of that in the exercise bike until I get, a new motor for my treadmill. But, yeah, I had to tell you guys about that because I thought it was funny. I murdered my treadmill. I'm a murderess. But I wanted to talk to you guys too. Sorry, I always look out the front window because I have a window to my office right here. I have the corner desk with my computers and everything on it. Computer. I have one. I'm not spoiled. I'm spoiled as shit. It's okay. But my window's right there and it looks out onto my driveway. So it's like 4:30. So, when my stepsons show up, when their mom pulls up with them, I can look out the window and I know when they pull up and I can run out and say hi, hug them and everything. So I look at the window because sometimes she shows up early. So it's like, okay. That's why you guys always see me look that way. It's not like a clown streaking through my yard or something. It's me watching the driveway. But, this morning too, I really wish I had thought about starting this vlog last year, because last year was the year I went into a deep depression and was kind of cooped up in the house the last 5 or 6 years. Most of my time was spent cleaning the house and taking care of my family and everything since I stopped working. And I was really cooped up in a bubble and feeling kind of lost with everything. So for the last 5 or 6 years, I was kind of cooped up and lost track of me. And then last year was when I looked up and actually realized how big I got and started working on losing the weight. And I didn't tell you guys how big I was last year, how big I actually got. I was embarrassed, because I worked out so hard, I was a skinny kid, like I told you, and then I went on the medications for my asthma, and my weight ballooned, and, I went through that whole dangerous thing with me losing the weight and going off the medicines and everything to lose the weight. And then I got hurt, and I went up and worked it off. And, it's just this cycle. It goes up and down, and I have to keep working to keep myself in the good shape. But I got depressed and lost track of myself and everything, and I looked up last year, and I'll say it now because I'm sitting here, and I want to be honest with you guys. And I look at these vlogs as kind of my therapy and my way of connecting with you guys, because I know there's those of you out there who are sitting in the same seat I am, and where I was last year, where you feel like it's hopeless and, nothing's going to change and you might as well give up, because, nothing's going to change. And you know what? Sitting here a year later, I can tell you it's bull. As long as there's life in you, there's hope. As long as you want to change and you don't let other people talk you out of it, there's hope. Don't let people tell you you can't change, that you can't reach your goals. Don't let anyone limit your life because they think you can't do it. Because last year, my husband took me pants shopping last year, and I'd spent most of my time around the house. I was in like workout pants and sweatpants and comfy pants and stuff because I spent most of my time the last 5 or 6 years at home by myself, and I had the jeans to go out in public, but I spent a lot of the time at home. So it was mostly comfy pants, sweatpants. Well, he took me out to buy me a pair of jeans last year, and I tried on the 12s because I was used to being in those. They didn't fit. This was early last year. I tried the next size. It didn't fit. I tried the next size. It didn't fit. This is from, a girl who was always a skinny kid. And I was made fun of in high school for being a size 12. And I busted my ass to stay in shape and to watch what I ate. And bubbly, active, outgoing, to an extent around people I knew. I ended up bringing home a pair of size 18 jeans last year. I cried all the way home. And I pulled those on, and the first thing I did, I pulled those on and I cried the whole time. Because I still had the size 8 jeans in the closet. I still had all my old clothes, and none of them fit anymore. I felt like an alien in my own skin. And all my family living everywhere else, all over the country, they didn't know it, so they weren't here to tell me, hey, Jen, you're kind of going off rocker, girl. And I don't have any friends in my area that I hang out with. I haven't seen any of my local friends in a long time, but they're staying busy, so it's mostly just me and my family. And my husband, wasn't about to say anything about it because he wasn't going to batten down the hatches for that fight. But I felt like an alien in my own skin, and that was really what opened my eyes, was sitting down and telling myself, my God, what happened? And it snowballed, everything that was going on and the stress and everything, and I was in 18s. So yeah, I'm being honest with you guys now. I was in size 18 pants. Last year I weighed 214 pounds. Last year. I decided I had enough. On my own. I got on my treadmill and I turned it on and I turned on my music and I started walking. And I thought about all the stress and how limited I'd felt for the last 5 years, 6 years, and, feeling down and feeling hopeless and everything, and feeling like I was stuck and an alien in my body. And I walked and I cut back on a lot of foods and I cut back my portion sizes over that year, and I went down from a size 18 the beginning of last year to a size 12. I think it was, no, from an 18 to a 14 last year. And then from a 14 at the beginning of this year, middle of this year. You guys are there from the beginning of my workout vlogs, you know. And I laugh. People are going, oh, you weren't that big. You weren't that big at the beginning of your weight loss vlogs, your countdown to Christmas. For those of you who didn't think it, I was bigger than you thought. I was 216 last year. I was a size 18. I was good size. You know, and yeah, this video is going to be a bit long for my vlogs. But you guys know I do that. I wanted to be honest with you. So I've gone down. And it wasn't crazy. It wasn't pills and fad diets and starving. And it wasn't, you know, going to the gym 7 days a week, and it wasn't a surgery or... For the record, I had nachos last night. Salsa, olives, cheese. No sour cream because we didn't have sour cream, but I had friggin' nachos last night. You know, but it was just me on my own deciding that I wanted to make a change, and I was done being an alien in my own skin. You know, sitting here at the size I'm at now, you know, because my arms aren't as worked out as I want them to be, and my tummy's not as flat as I want it to be, and my butt's not as tight as I want it to be. You know, I'm still not comfy in my own skin yet because I want to get... I had friends that called me legs in high school. I want that back, you know? I want to get back to feeling like me again. And this is all a journey and doing it on my own. And I have so many of you supporting me and so many of you out there that I'm supporting. New people that are joining in on the journey that, you know, really want help. And when you feel like you can't do it, or when people are telling you you can't do it, it's bull. Because I did it. You know, and if I can do it, with no gym membership, no workout machines, but a treadmill and an exercise bike and Tybo. If I can do it, you know? And I'm sitting here wearing 2 pairs of pants. Yeah, that's going to be in the title. Treadmill killer and 2 pairs of pants or something like that. I haven't worked it out yet, but I'm sitting here in 2 pairs of pants. Yeah, I'm going to stand up. But look, I'm sitting here in 2 pairs of pants. This is the first time I've ever stood up on camera for you guys. Bring you up here to my level. I'm trying to block the light so I don't kill you guys. But this is the first time with me actually standing up. And it's weird because I have to angle my head down and try to block the light for you. But I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants right now. Angle it back down for you. See these? 2 pairs of pants. And look. I'm taking my pants off on camera. Talk about clickbait, right? Let's see if I can get these off without taking my shoes off, right? It got stuck on my tennies. I'm not wearing my boots because I was gonna get up when the boys get here while I'm cooking dinner, while it's on the stove, and I was gonna do my goal steps for the day because I haven't done that yet. I wanted to show you guys these. Notice I didn't unbuckle them to pull them off. Yes, really. Me and my favorite red sweater. Look. Serious. And see, I'm not as small as I want to be yet, but you know, I mean, and for those of you who don't believe me, get it in front of the camera. See? 18. And for the record, I'm not sitting here right now in size 8 pants. I know that was the goal for Christmas, you guys, was size 8s. And those of you that have been watching the videos know that I got to the size 8s actually 2 months before I was supposed to. And that's walking and running, and I cut out alcohol, and, cutting back on my portion sizes. And when I go out to eat, I do watch the calories on the list and everything. And I'm ordering a lot of roasted chicken instead of fried, and, just switching off to healthier habits, eating a lot more salads, a lot more fruit. I love pineapple and oranges, and I love fruit. I love pears and peaches and apricot. I could live on fruit the rest of my life and be happy. But I'm not sitting here in size 8 pants, you guys. Fine, I'll stand up. Maybe. I'm not angling the camera down again. I'm not sitting here in size 8 pants. My size 8 pants are in the other room. I have 2 pair, actually. You guys ready for this one? Remember how I said my husband bought me an extra pair of jeans the last time we went shopping because I tried them on and they did fit? Last year I was a size 18. I weighed 216. I'm sitting here now, a little over a year later, in size 6 jeans. And Christmas is in a week. That's the best Christmas present I could have thought of getting me, was all the work and seeing it pay off and reaching my goal and then shooting past it. That's my Christmas present to myself. I'm sitting here a little over a year later in size 6 pants. And I didn't starve myself, and I didn't hurt myself, and I didn't put myself in any danger to do it. And I'm sitting here in size 6 jeans. But I really wish I'd started this last year so you guys could have seen me go through it, because it's not been easy. It's been a struggle, and it's been a long time coming, and every bit of the suffering and the hard work and being tired and sore is worth it to be sitting here now in my jeans. But I'm thinking of continuing the weight loss vlog because now I'm getting into the running more after he fixes my treadmill. And I'm going to be doing the Taibo while I'm waiting for my treadmill to get fixed. And then I'm going to, I want to keep working because I'm not in the best shape. The kind I want to be in. I want to be in the kind of shape where I could get up and run for 2 hours nonstop. If I have to. Or where I can do marathons if I want to. They do a color run out here, every May, and I would love to be able to do that with my stepsons and my hubby. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do the color runs and do different marathons for charities and stuff and raise money for different things. I would love to do that, and I'm not in the shape yet where I can do that. But do you guys want me to go ahead and continue these after Christmas? I know there's those of you who are out there who are struggling like I am to do this, and we're all doing this together and backing each other up, supporting each other. But I want to keep supporting you guys, and those of you who think you can't do this, if you have to come back here and, look where I was last year. I should find old pictures and put them up for people that don't believe me. Those 18 jeans are mine. I wore them last year. I put on the 6s, and I swear to God, I cried in the dressing room at Target. I full out bawled in the dressing room at Target because I shot past the size 8s into the 6s, and I don't remember the last time I wore that size. But I'm going to let you guys go. This has run a little long. This is my 15th weight loss vlog. Would have been a lot more if I would have started it last year, but my mind wasn't in the best place last year. Especially after I pulled on those size 18s. But I know people go through periods where they're unhappy and they feel hopeless and like things will never change and that there's, and that's bull. Like I said, as long as there's life and as long as you believe it, there's always hope. Things can always change. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's up to you to make them change. Don't put it on anyone else. It's you. So if you want your life to change, if you need it to change, you need to do it. And you know what? When you reach your goals, whether you don't, whatever, you can still stand back and say, you know what? I tried. And that's more than the people that never do. So I'm going to let you guys go. My stepson should be here shortly, looking at the window. But this has been AV Songbird. You guys have an awesome weekend. I'll see you back here Tuesday. And let me know if you want me to continue these, like I said, to support you guys. Bye, guys.